You paid something today, coffee, gas, maybe rent, and you didn't think twice about the paper or the app you used to do it. But imagine a civilization that ran trade empires, built the pyramids, paid armies for over 3,000 years, without a single coin ever changing hand. No cash, no currency, nothing you could put in your pocket. Just a number written down, and everyone agreed it was real. Come here, what this merchant has to say.
I kneel beside my scale every morning, a small chunk of copper on one side, grain on the other. I never hand anyone a coin. I just write a number on a piece of broken pottery and walk away. The deal is done. I lived through this system every single day of my life. We called it the deben, a unit of weight, about 90 grams of copper, sometimes silver, sometimes gold. It was never a coin. I couldn't carry it around, spend it directly at a market stall. It was a reference, a way to say this cow is worth that much, this basket of grain is worth this much, and both sides just agreed. We even had a smaller unit, the shat, a slice of the deben for the smaller things, a loaf of bread, a pair of sandals. You probably think this sounds primitive, a workaround for people who hadn't invented money yet. Stay with me.
All right, let's imagine the years going by. At first, it just made my mornings faster. No more standing in the market with a chicken in one hand and a jar of oil in the other, trying to guess if that's a fair trade. Now, everyone just priced things in deben. A tool, half a deben. A plot of land, 200 deben. The whole country was speaking the same financial language, without a single coin existing anywhere in it. But here's the catch. Nobody could just make more deben appear. There was no one sitting behind the system deciding to print more copper overnight. So when the harvest failed, when the Nile didn't flood right, my whole trade had to bend around real scarcity.
I couldn't fake abundance to my customers. The system was brutally honest with all of us, and that's the moment I understood what we'd actually built. We hadn't invented money. We'd invented trust, with a ruler attached to it, a shared belief, backed by something real you could weigh in your hand, not something someone just promised was worth anything. Historians studying temple records from the Middle Kingdom found something remarkable about the system I lived inside. It ran for over 3,000 years, from the earliest dynasties all the way until the Persian invasion in 525 BC, when actual coins finally entered Egypt. 3,000 years on a system that never physically existed as an object you could hold. Think about that.
Most currencies today don't survive 3 decades without a crisis. Now, look at what's happening in business right now. Companies sitting on cash they don't fully trust, trading assets directly instead, running barter agreements between corporations, settling deals in gold, in property, in stock, instead of currency that might be worth less next year. It's not nostalgia. It's the same instinct I had at my scale every morning. When trust in the paper gets shaky, people go back to something they can actually weigh.
What never existed in my world was the idea that value could be printed into existence out of nothing. Every deben I priced was a claim on something that had actually been dug out of the ground, measured, verified. There was no version of my economy where someone could simply decide to create more of it overnight. So maybe the real invention wasn't money at all. Maybe it was the discipline of only trusting what you could actually measure. And somewhere between my scale and the currency in your pocket right now, that discipline got traded away for convenience.